Hi guys, so we resume the daily RC practice, day 46. Let's look at this RC. So in the first paragraph, author introduces two divergent definitions used by sociologists to describe the term ethnicity. The first definition focuses on a sense of ancestry and culture, while the second definition focuses more on the economic position. Now, author says, though both these definitions are useful, neither fully captures the dynamic and changing aspects of ethnicity, which means author believes that neither definition alone is sufficient. A combination of both common cultural attributes, that is the cultural components, and the interest or the purpose for defining ethnicity, both together are more helpful. So neither of the two definitions is holistic. It is an interplay of the two, adapted to changing times, that better describes the idea of ethnicity. Now, in the second paragraph, author gives us an example to prove his point. He says, political interest-centric movement by Native Americans. So they wanted more participation, more active participation in politics. So that political interest-centric ethnic movement led to a revival in interest, or it piqued interest in tribal history and culture. So basically, he in the second paragraph gives us an example of the interplay of two, that is the cultural component and interest centric component. In the third paragraph, author gives us another example, and he says political interest also consolidated cultural identity among Mexican Americans. So even they utilized the mobilizing movement, civil rights movement, in order to define their culture better, or to consolidate the cultural identity better. And today they celebrate many festivals which are typically Mexican in the American context. So this is a broad overview of the passage. Essentially, the central idea of the passage, therefore, is that there are two definitions, X and Y. Neither is sufficient alone. So it's a combination of the two definitions, X plus Y. While X focuses on the cultural component, Y focuses on the economic or other interests, economic interest components. So it's a combination of the two components that makes up an ethnicity. With this basic understanding, we can look at the passage now. The questions. Number one, main idea of the passage. Option A says, in their definitions of the nature of ethnicity, the two dominant approaches used by sociologists are deficient. That is correct. This part is correct. The two definitions are deficient, and this deficiency calls for an entirely new approach. This is the problem here. Author never calls for an entirely new approach. He only talks about combining the two definitions. He says that these two definitions reinforce each other. They are not mutually exclusive. Rather, they reinforce one another. So it does not call for a third approach per se. It's an alien idea or factually incorrect idea. Option B, ethnicity is best defined. Okay, we'll look at this word later. It's an extreme modifier. Ethnicity is best defined as a dynamic process. Yes, it's a dynamic process, so this part is correct. That combines, okay, cultural components, yes, X plus Y, so this is X. with shared political and economic interests. That's why correct. Political interests are also being talked about. So B seems to be the correct answer. The only issue I might have is with this word best defined as. Had it been better defined as, I would have gone with this answer choice right away. But I'm keeping it for now, and I'll see if I can find a better answer choice. I'll go with that. If I can't, I'll have to come back to it. Option C, in the United States in the 20th century, ethnic groups began to organize in order to further their political and economic interests. Where is the cultural interest? So this definition is not complete. It is incomplete. A narrow point, not the central idea. Ethnicity in the United States has been significantly changed by the demands of changing times. This will distort the meaning of factual distortion. It will distort the meaning of the passage. Ethnicity has not changed, because that would imply earlier different ethnic groups resided in the United States, and now different ethnic groups have come to settle there. That idea is totally different. The idea of ethnicity has been changing. Ethnicity per se has not been changing. So this is factually distorted. We'll have to go with option B as the best available answer. Question number 2. Which statement about the first two definitions of ethnicity discussed in the first paragraph is supported by the passage? Author said that the first two definitions are they neither fully capture, so they're deficient. They're incomplete. Okay. One is supported primarily by sociologists, and the other is favored by members of ethnic groups. Wrong. Both of them are supported by sociologists. They are dominant definitions. Option B. One emphasizes the political aspects of ethnicity, and the other focuses on the economic aspects. Well. One focuses on not the political aspects, but the cultural aspects of ethnicity, the ancestral aspects of it. So this is wrong. Again, number 3. One is the result of analysis of United States population, and the other is the result of analysis of not at all. One focuses more on the genealogical components. Genealogical components means ancestry, the genetic components, the bloodline. So one focuses more on the ancestry of ethnicity than does the other. That's correct. One focuses on ancestry more than the other. The other focuses on more on interests, economic interests, etc. So option D is the correct answer. Number 3. Author of the passage refers to Native American people in the second paragraph in order to provide an example of what? Okay. One example of this process is the Native American participation in the civil rights movement. Now, this process refers to the previous paragraph, which means the answer will be located in the previous paragraph. So author says ethnicity is more satisfactorily conceived of as a process in which pre-existing communal bonds and common cultural attributes are adapted for instrumental purposes. Okay, so the culture is adapted to instrumental purposes such as this purpose here, and that is why author has cited this example of Native American people. Okay, option A, the ability of membership in groups based on shared ancestry and culture. Fine, this part is correct. To satisfy an essential human need. Author has never said that these economic needs are essential needs that they're trying to satisfy. So this goes out. The problem word is essential. How ethnic feelings have both motivated and been strengthened by political activity. That is absolutely correct. It is given in the second paragraph that this political activity by this ethnic group, Native Americans, led to an increased interest in tribal history and culture, which means ethnic feelings have motivated political activity, and political activity in turn motivated ethnic feeling or interest in culture. So option B beautifully captures the essence of the second paragraph. C, how the civil rights movement helped promote solidarity among United States ethnic groups. Now, it was true only of Native Americans, and it was not just civil rights movement. It's a narrow point. Now, this was an example to put forth a bigger point. The idea is not centered on civil rights movement. So option D, how participation in the political system has helped to improve a group's economic situation. Now, there's no talk of economic situation in the second paragraph. It only improved their political position rather than economic situation. So B. Number 4, passage supports which of the following statements about Mexican American community. Okay. Option A, in the 1960s, the Mexican American community began to incorporate the customs of another ethnic group. Okay. Is it written anywhere? In the 1960s, Mexican Americans formed community-based political groups that emphasized their ancestral heritage as a way of mobilizing constituents. Such issues were discussed, promoted, okay, like European ethnic groups, blah, blah, blah. In 1968, this guy cited another leader as a model for the Mexican American in the fight for the contemporary civil rights. So it is not written as alien that these people started incorporating customs of other groups into their culture or into observation of their own ethnic holidays. No other groups were incorporated. Option B, in the 1960s, the Mexican American community groups promoted ethnic solidarity. That part is correct, primarily in order to effect economic change. Well, is it written that they primarily wanted to effect economic change? No. The third paragraph again talks about promoting a political change. Talking about immigration and voting rights issues. So political interests are being talked about rather than economic interests. So this also goes wrong. In the 1960s, leader of Mexican American community concentrated their efforts, leaders of this concentrated their efforts on promoting a renaissance of ethnic history. Again, alien idea, nowhere mentioned. In the 1960s, members of the Mexican American community were becoming increasingly concerned about the political issues of the time. Exactly. So, immigration issues, voting right issues. So, they were increasingly concerned about the political issues of the time. Option D should be the correct answer. Number 5, which of the following types of ethnic cultural expression is discussed in the passage? The retelling of traditional narratives, not mentioned. Wearing of traditional clothing, not mentioned. Playing of traditional music, not mentioned. Celebration of traditional holidays, mentioned in last paragraph. Lallu Sawal. Last, author of this passage is least likely to agree with which of the following statements. Okay. Option A, the idea of ethnicity is ever evolving and ever adapting. Author would agree with this idea. Is mentioned this idea in the first paragraph itself. It's dynamic. The definition of ethnicity is dynamic and changing with the times. It changes according to the changing real life situations, which means he would agree with this. Option B, idea of ethnicity is conducive to giving political expression to a group. Second paragraph proves just that, as we saw. So author would agree with this too. Bloodline has little role to play in ethnic solidarity. Well. Now this is negative. But author says X plus Y. Both are important factors. X is cultural factor or the ancestral factor. And Y is the economic interests or the political interests. Economic or political interests. And author says both of them are important. It's a combination of the two, which forms the holistic definition of ethnicity. So bloodline has little role, no. Opposite. Author is least likely to agree with option C. But what D, the cultural components of ethnicity are no less important, which means they're equally important than the political or economic components are. That's absolutely correct. So author would also agree with this. So option C is the correct answer. Hope you got all of them right. An interesting read this was. VM signing off. Cheers to learning.